Peace and blessings. Welcome back. So, I wanted to do this part two of masculine, feminine. You are not your body. Okay. Um, some people may not agree, and some people will resonate with it. But like I said in my last video, before it shut off, because it completely shut off on me. That's why I made it a part one. Um, we have to realize that we are not our bodies, even though we have a body. Okay? We want to know where this love is coming from. But like I said in my many videos, that it's a spiritual connection. And if you are a true divine partner, a true twin flame, okay, then you know what I'm talking about. See, this is why I said you're really not your body. And we are so trapped in the illusion because we're getting love. If the divine masculine has stopped contacting us, are with other people, refuse to talk to us, but you could still feel that passion, you could still feel that love, then where do you think this is coming from? See, this is why I say that we're so disconnected. Like a lot of us feminines are running, but we're running a different way. You understand what I'm saying? The masculine is running physically, but we as feminine are running spiritually. Okay? We are running within ourselves. We are trapped in ourselves. And what the masculine is doing on a spiritual level, okay, now I'm talking about spiritual level, is with you all the time. With you all the time. He's trying to show you, okay, the masculine energy is trying to show you that they are not their bodies. So when they're disconnected, they don't even care what their body's doing at most of the time, okay? Most of the time they run into dead ends and all kind of karmas happen because they're soulless. Okay? A lot of them are soulless. They're only choosing out of logic and ego. They're only pretending to be something that they're not. But it's not really, on the physical, it's not really the spirit's fault. Because what the spirit is doing is working on you. Okay? If you are one soul in two separate bodies, okay? And one soul, is a little bit hesitant, which is the feminine, only because of this feminine is too connected to logic. We're too connected to logic, and we swear up and down we have knowledge of self, we have spiritual understanding. See, if what I'm saying is resonating with you, then you know you're one of the ones who ascended. But if this doesn't resonate with you, don't get upset. Just be understanding because it's the truth. It's a level you haven't reached yet. Okay? The spirit of your masculine, which is you as well, okay, is trying to get you. You feel it the most. Okay? You feel the connection the most. Spirit is not going to just work on one of us, like nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're working on you. You feel the love. You feel the connection. Because you need to break out of logic. You need to break out of mental, like a mental issue, okay? We need to break out of that spell, the mental spell, the logic spell. We've been programmed straight like that. And I'm not going to lie, but, all the little Disney channels and the Cinderellas and all that good old shit has programmed us to a happy ever after. Okay, it's programmed us to believe that this is what love should be. A lot of masculines was not programmed that way. A lot of the masculines did not, have not been programmed in the way that we were. Okay, they wasn't connected to their bodies like that. They were hiding their feelings. Okay, a lot of them was hiding their feelings. A lot of them still do. They hide within themselves. Okay, they protect their soul by not revealing who they truly are. I'm not giving the body credit, okay, but let's keep it real, I don't want my feminines to be upset and mad at something outside themselves because they don't understand, okay? People want to know, well, how do I understand this? The connection is coming from the soul connection. When you met your masculine, there was a soul recognition. You didn't recognize their body. You recognize their soul. Okay? And that's where we lost ourselves. Because once we seen the soul, we said, oh my God, this person is the one. I've met this person before, but you met this person in the last lifetime. Okay? This is the one, this is the one. But you didn't see the body in the last lifetime. You saw the soul in the last lifetime. You understand? You recognize the soul. When you look your counterpart in their eyes, you saw their soul. So when you're attached to the body, that when the body is not attached to the soul, you fell in love with the illusion. Okay? You fell in love with the illusion, feminine. And when you learn to self-love yourself, to love yourself is to love your divine within you. Everybody has a masculine and feminine balance. And when we tap into that understanding, we will know the difference. You will know the difference between the body and the soul. See, that's the purpose. The purpose is to know that he is not his body, which means you are not yours. Which means the illusion that you planted on your mindset of what a happy ever after looks like is your program you need to break from. Because what Spirit is going to do is put you through a lot of tests to show you that love is unconditional. Even in the Disney movies, we get emotional when we see them going through all that kind of hell to get there and have their happy ever after, which is somewhat true. But see, we skip the fact that we have to go through hard times. We have to go through trials and tribulations to get there. See, we want to skip the trials and tribulations, and we don't want to do that kind of work. Okay? But we have to. We have to deal with the drama. We have to deal with it. But what we will do, because we are protected, is tap into spiritual understanding so that way we won't be triggered. But a lot of us are being egotistically triggered because of the programming. So when I say you are not your body, you need to study, feminine, your spirit. It is the spirit. It is the masculine spirit that's loving you if the body is not around. It is the masculine spirit that's touching you when the body's not around. It is the masculine's, telepathically talking to you, whispering in your ear when the body's not around. But see, we're so eager to connect it to the body, and then the masculine says, I don't know what you're talking about. Because they're not connected to themselves, because they're too busy connecting with you. Trying to show you, look, when you first saw me, you seen me in my body. But what you did is you fell in love with my body. You fell in love with the illusion. You fell in love with my shell. You fell in love with my vessel. You fell in love with my vehicle that my soul inhabits. And I don't want you to fall in love with that because you're being blinded. You're being blinded by my looks. You're being blinded of the illusion on what I could be or do for you. When you need to see me beyond the physical body so that we can have, greater experiences. We can have our heaven on earth. We can astral travel. We can do so much things with our spirit. We can do things. You see, a lot of these Disney movies, they show you magical experiences. You can't have a magical experience with a physical body. You can only have a magical experience where you travel into the sky, where you go sit by the moon without taking buses and cars. You can do all this magical. You can stop time in that moment when you find your divine. You guys can live in the moment and live in the now and live in the past, live in the future, do all kinds of spiritual shit. So this is why Spirit is trying so hard to awaken you and give you that desire, give you that need, give you that happy ever after and beyond, only because you have to come out your egotistical self. You have to come out of that illusion that it's about having a picket fence, a husband, children. No, it's greater than that. It's greater than that. You're supposed to take your love and spread it around, spread that frequency around the world so everybody can be triggered. There's a magical energy that has to go on with this union beyond the eyes can see. So I know it's hard to understand where I'm going with this. This is why I'm trying to mix logic and reasoning together. Okay? And spirituality. Because it has to start from above. You recognize their soul. Once you learn that when they come to you, you embrace them. When they come to you in spirit, same way how you would treat the body when it comes. Spirit needs to know that you love it more. And that's when the masculine will come home. When it realizes you love the true self more. The body's on autopilot. The body is out of line. The body's on autopilot. The spirit don't care. Spirit don't care about that. Because spirit knows itself. Spirit say, all right, I don't really care about that. Because when I do awaken, I'm going to come back to you. But I'm not going to come back to you for you to look at me. You know, before you met this person, you didn't know who they were. Before you met them, you didn't just fall in love with their body and the illusion right away. You saw their soul. What lit the fire within yourself, and you were triggered. And then you thought, okay, well, this is exactly what I need. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly how I want it. And didn't realize you just put logic right on top of everything. Said to hell with the spirit. I forgot about the spirit. So don't you think as a feminine, you're stuck in a program? This connection is spiritual. So when you feel in your masculine, embrace them. When you hear them, talk back to them. Because they're there. The body, not there. But until you love them for who they truly are, nobody will stay in a relationship with somebody who's only loving them for the illusion. The body is an illusion in this realm. There's greater things beyond that. It's an illusion. It has an expiration date. The soul doesn't. And that's the kind of love you need. Eternal, unconditional love. Never mind what the body's doing. When you finally realize that the soul is who it is, and the soul is who you chose, and soul is what you should choose first, the God in this person, then you will get that union. Because you will not accept them. Because sometimes our soulmates may not be what we expect them to be. So some of us run because this person is not what we expect them to be. Or some people get ran from because you're not what they expected you to be. But see, the illusion is that the bodies are just temporary. The souls are eternal. So when we learn to take it back to the beginning, we can see the light in each other. We can shape shift into what we desire. Because what you will see when you see your partner is eternal light. What you will see in your partner is eternal love. Unconditional love. Because when you look at each other, nothing would matter. We forgive them for everything that they do. Because nothing would matter. But you don't need to forgive them for the physical body. You need to forgive them and understand that at the whole time, they were with you. And when you realize that the whole time your partner has been with you, you will realize you were never separated. That you were only physically separated. If some of your counterparts transition, which is, pass on, you will still feel the connection. Some of us still feel the connection from lovers and friends and family, that if they pass on, it's the same shit. They will still feel you. It's just the difference between us and the ones who transition is we have a physical body. We still live in the illusion. While those who try to contact you, they try to tell you, don't cry over me because I'm still alive. This is what the masculine is doing. Don't cry over my body. Cry for the truth. Cry tears of love that this is an experience that you have to experience. So break out of the illusion. You are not your body. Society don't teach you this. But this is where light workers come in. Empaths come in. Tarot readers, some of them. Okay? You have to connect. And to connect to your reader, it has to start from your soul. That's how you know when your soul is telling you you found the right reader. Okay? Because it don't just come through the flesh. It comes through spirit. Learn how to live life according to intuition, according to spirit. Because it is telling you who should and who shouldn't be in your life. And when you realize that your masculine has been here the whole time, you will see life differently. You will change your whole perspective on love. See, nobody knows what love is, but when you were chosen for this journey, you chose to awaken to true love, to true unconditional love. Nobody's perfect on this planet. Nobody. So at the end of the day, we have to, if you haven't got to this level of enlightenment, then you need to get there in order to get in your union. Do your work. When somebody tell you to love yourself, that's doing your work. What did somebody say, come up to you, what you doing? I'm doing my work, I'm working on me. I'm working on me, self-love. Because working on you is going within yourself to manifest what you desire outwards. To manifest, they tell you to send it to the gods. They tell you to send it to your soul. And your soul will say, okay, well, this is what you got to do to get it. Or you know what? You deserve it, we'll bring it to you. You have to work with that. That's the biggest job ever. The biggest job ever is to accept your purpose. You cannot lose. Nothing can get in your way because spirit won't let it. And when you tap into this understanding, you will finally be at peace and harmony. So I'm going to leave it at this. This is a part 2. I may come along with some more whenever spirit, tell me to, because I like to do stuff when spirit tell me to. But, just know that there's greater things beyond your flesh. You can't kill the ego. But what you can do is love it. Because the ego is trying so hard to exist. What is the difference between ego and intuition? Is one would want you to be at peace, and the other one would want you to chase peace. One will sit there, ego will make you judge, but spirit will make you say, you know what, everybody is, everybody, it happens, shit like that. But be peaceful. Ego is destruction, low frequency. And the planet today is at a low frequency. And we have to raise the frequency. To raise the frequency is to speak our truth. It don't matter how crazy you look, because there's no such thing as crazy. Everybody has their own experience. Speak your truth. And if the next person don't respect that and you can't trigger them, then you move forward. They were not meant to be in your life. Intuition is going to guide you right where you need to be. Spirit, what's the next step? I'm happy. You'll be happy and peaceful to realize the difference between ego and spirit, and you'll be willing to work with the spirit, not the ego. See, everybody is willing to work with the ego and fuck up and fall in love with the illusion and then wonder why they hurt. And then spirit's trying to help you balance out your ego and let you know it's not real. That's another illusion part of the body. So if you tapped into your spirituality, if you tapped into your intuition, it can guide you through that pain. You can talk to your spirit and say, Spirit, I'm hurting right now. Please, help me. Lighten up this pain. And you know what it will do? A few seconds later, you'll feel adrenaline pull through you. Because what you're doing is acknowledging yourself. And it will acknowledge you back. Loving yourself. And it will love you back. I mean, I don't understand how people don't get this. Yes, the programming in this world is definitely real. But we must wake up from the illusion. And the divine feminine, we are under one of the biggest spells because we believe in love logic so much due to past pain. So take this pain and turn it into positivity. If when things happen to you and you can't turn that into a positivity, then you need to connect back to yourself. Your masculine is with you all times. The spirit is with you at all times because you hide in your shell. You hide in your body. You got to come up out of it sometimes. Allow the astral travel to happen. Allow the dream chasing to happen. Allow the spirit to talk to you. You don't have to die to receive this. You could just let it happen naturally. We resist. No. No. This is what we do. No. I don't like it because he did da. I don't like it because this. That's ego. That's ego. When you should just let it play out and see the positive in the end of it. Don't put feelings towards something that you know deep down in your heart of hearts does not feel right. Does not resonate with you. But anyway, I'm going to get off here, like I said. All right, peace and blessings to you all. Hope you all have a great day. Okay? Stay positive. Stay full of love and light. Connect. Connect now. Close your eyes, relax, and let this message trigger you. If it triggers you negative, then you still have work to do. Is it trigger you positive? Play this video as many times as you need to until it triggers you deeply. Okay? You'll start to feel a tingle of joy, of recognition, when it's intuition telling you, yes, this is the message for you. But if it's in your ego will resist. And it will make you want to be hateful. It will make you, because you're still in ego trying to resist the truth. Because what I'm saying is the God honest truth. So peace and blessings to you all. Have a wonderful day. Stay tuned for part 3. Okay? Peace.